It's after party time. So this whole stream dedicated to Jake over at Strictly Diecast, man. He did his first live stream, was a huge success. Had a great time hanging out with him and everybody else, and we already got Crispy. Got that notification this time. That's what's up. Definitely what's up, bro. Um, I know YouTube's kind of weird about that sometimes. Fun continues, right, man? We were just having too much of a good time. And I was okay with it going on for hours and hours. It was a great one, man. Tony, Bog, Crispy, thanks, guys. Yeah, man. I mean, he went for like 3 hours, man. Shout out to Jake. What a great guy, man. And I met Jake in person. I know he touched on that a little bit. Really down to earth, awesome guy. So I cannot wait to see what else Jake does in the future. But he might watch this later on tomorrow. So I know it's late and he worked today and all that. Had a few cold ones. So shout out Jake, man. I love what you're doing, and I hope you continue it. And like he mentioned, basically, started his channel because of me, man. He started watching me, and I'm sure other people, of course. But dude, that makes me feel great, man. Being someone's inspiration. Look at him now. He's blowing up, dude. I've never had 26 people in my stream before like that. Like that is absolutely incredible, man. He's a very likable guy. Yeah, for sure. Definitely, Tony. Thanks for everybody supporting him, man. And continue it. Don't drop off, I mean, he does some great custom work. He just has great content all the way around. I definitely I enjoy seeing what he has to offer, man. Heck yeah, Tony. Yeah, it can be tough sometimes, man. I know it can be tough because everybody's got different schedules and things like that. But yeah, definitely try to support everybody that you can. And I appreciate people for coming over. Yeah, all the links. Heck yeah, that was awesome, man. I wish I could figure out how to do the making people mods and stuff. We went over this like 1,000 times. Like, I can literally click on Bog's name right now. All it does is show that like I tapped it with like the little like whatever indication. So it gives me nothing. There's not 3 dots next to your guys' names. Nothing. So I have 3 dots down here in the corner, and it says save, highlight, share, or mute microphone. So that's all it gives me on my phone. I should know this by now, but yeah. And yes, Greg is back there, Crispy. I did not mean to ignore your comment, and the little evil rabbit on his lap as well. What is up, Big Charlie? How have you been, man? I haven't heard from you in quite a while. How are things over in your neck of the woods? And good morning as well. I know it's like after midnight. Well, I don't work till 1 o'clock tomorrow, so we're just shouting out Jake from Strictly Diecast from Pennsylvania. I don't know if you've ever checked him out, but Strictly Diecast, really nice guy. Just did his first live stream, so we're kind of carrying the party over from his channel to mine to keep the chat going and everything. So just Coke tonight. But yeah, man, such a great time. Absolutely enjoyed it. Loved everything that went on. All the discussions we had. It was very fun. Man, working 6 days a week. That's crazy, man. Well, good to see you. I hope everything's going well, man. Yeah, no Pepsi. I know, right? I'm not the biggest fan of I like Coke. Don't get me wrong. Zero sugar Coke isn't the best, but like it's soda, whatever. On the screen on your phone, you see a comment, click on the icon, a menu should pop up as Google Moderator. Right, but your comments there, I can click on your name, I can click on your little emblem, I can click on the time. Like, it literally does not give me the option on my phone. I have no idea why. So, I guess that's just my luck. Thankfully, I don't deal with too much spam on my channel. So, I mean, if somebody popped up and was spamming me, I couldn't even get rid of them because there's nothing I can do. I can hold on your name. Nothing that I do would work. I scored some goodies the other before school. I swear I went for drinks and just had to check. I was right. I feel that. I did a little hunt today, guys. After I got off work, I went walking down the street since my car's still down. JK shipper and G case. I'll just leave it at that. It was a pretty interesting little hunt. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you can do that for sure. Yeah, it has nothing to do with if you guys are subscribed or not. It's just like my phone does not give me that option to do anything with your channel, like your name. I can't click on you and make you a mod, you know. But give me some suggestion, guys. What can I do to like kind of spice things up on the channel? I know I haven't been posting very much diecast related stuff, and I still have, a good dozen people that always come through on my channel. I always appreciate you guys. But what would you like to see more of? What would bring you back more? Should I cut back with the lives? And the reason I do live streams so much is like, we'll be sitting around having a couple of drinks and Ren wants to do her thing, listen to her music, hang out, whatever, and then I kind of do my thing. So it's almost like, do I want to sit there and just listen to music in the living room, or do I want to come and do this, So I know it's very repetitive sometimes, and it's probably pretty old to see me all the time, but it's for good reason. There's Jake. What's up, man? Love the show, man. Absolutely loved it. Had a great time, bro. Had a great time. Try to get some rest, dude. I know you've been up for like 20 hours at this point. Wade's in the water. What's up, Wade? You recorded it? Yeah, I got a little bit of a hunting video. Yep. Gonna post that up. I actually have a Galaxy A12 or something, like a slower processing phone. Wade, go to sleep. There's Jake. What's up, fella? Chug beer. Hey, man. All I got's Coke tonight. That's all. It wasn't a drinking night tonight, or I would be. I would have been on your stream for 3 hours. I probably would have been asleep by now. I won't be here for long, huh? I didn't need to get to bed. Hey, man, I get it. No worries, bro. No worries, man. It was a great time, dude. I definitely want to see more with the flamingo, though. I think you should incorporate that into the channel a little bit more. I swear that should be a little intro of just like the flamingo back there with some lo-fi, and then you pop in, you're like, oh, hey. And like the video starts or something. That'd be awesome. Zelda, what's up, my man? How are ya? Thanks, man. Appreciate each and everyone for. Yeah, heck yeah, man. We had a great time, dude. I mean, you were doing great. Like I said, you did better than I ever have done, man. I've never had that many people in my chat at one time. Have a great weekend, everyone. You too, Zelda. You too, bro. Awesome live stream, brother. Glad to block those weirdos. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple people saying some weird things over there. Yeah, man. Soak that up, man. That was a great moment for sure. Enjoy the streams, bro. Heck yeah, man. Bruce is here. What's up, Bruce? Yeah, heck yeah, man. I mean, you're a cool dude, man. I mean, who else would have drove 40 something minutes to meet up and do a trade or a sale or whatever? And, I mean, a lot of people would be very leery about that type of thing. So, A, thanks for being so cool. And B, thanks for having trust, to meet up with some random dude off YouTube. I know it's been like months and months and months since we've done that, but still, man, that shows a lot. You telling me I'm old, need to sleep? Uh-oh. Nah, I don't think that's what he's meaning. Subi's about to head to bed. All right, man. Thanks for coming back over to my channel from Jake's, though, bro. Appreciate you. Missed the whole thing. Sure. Oh, man. You didn't miss all of it, Bruce. Took a screenshot of the final numbers because I meant that much. Yeah, heck yeah, bro. Heck yes. Doing pretty good, Zelda. Thanks, man. Going yard sale on Saturday at the US 30 yard sale. Where's that located? Where is that located, Charlie? Is that in Ohio? We just finished watching NFL. Heck yeah, man. I'm not much of a football fan, but heck yeah. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I like baseball. I don't watch any sports, though. I don't even have cable, bro. I don't even have cable. Really good idea. Yeah, man. You got to think of something. On a super BMW. Oh, man. That's what's up. I still need that one, too. Yeah, dude. Still trying to wrap your head around how awesome that went. Heck yeah, bro. I mean, that was very successful. I've like I said, I've never had a stream like that. Definitely impressive, bro. People must like you, Jake. I don't know, man. They must like you. Who's your team, Zelda? Who do you root for? Wait, send it to California. You don't need it. It's funny, bro. All good in the hood, boys. Thanks for asking. Heck yeah. Going to Northern California next Saturday. Oh, heck yeah, man. I've never been out west, man. I've never been out to the western United States. I can't sleep anymore at night on weekend. Gotta watch NFL on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Hey, man. Love NFL so much. Heck yeah. Hey, man, if you're committed to it, that's your thing. That's what's up. But yeah, all this is for Jake, man. We're just continuing our chat from Jake's stream. It's all about him, man. Heck of a night for him. I was definitely enjoying all the funny conversations we were having and all that, man. Definitely fun. And yeah, it would be all hell let loose if me and him got together and hung out for sure. Rooting for the Chiefs, heck yeah. Raiders, go Niners. I mean, I try to root for Ohio teams, but like it doesn't matter to me if someone wins or loses, kind of thing. US 30 across the country from Philadelphia to Washington State. Man, better bring a lot of cash with you, bro. Still Kansas City Chiefs fan. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Hey, I'm just a normal guy like the rest of you cool cats. Just do my own thing, be myself. Heck yeah, bro. I hear you, man. I hear you. No way. I might need to rain check. SoCal. Insane night for sure. I agree, man. I agree. You might be able to meet Gary. Yeah. We will go from Lisbon, Ohio to Minerva. Oh, it's a little ways out though. For me, I'm up towards Akron, about 40 minutes from Cleveland, Akron, Hartville, Canton area, Springfield. Big time now, Jay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he blew up, bro. Be doing some hunting up there. Heck yeah. Got to see the video, man. Mama, I made it. Yeah, bro, you did. I mean, like I said, that is truly impressive, man. And your setup's great. Mine's boring. I just got literally a wall and a door and a creepy doll thing back there. You got all the cases. You got stuff to stare at in the background. It's more like me just here talking. I mean, I got a catfish, but he's back there. I got stuff on the wall, but it's back there. I really can't like completely turn around. I mean, I could probably attempt to, but haven't taken that into taking that into consideration yet. Eddie G's in here. What's up, bro? You're awesome brother in our community. Heck yeah, like so many other. Heck yes. Jared's here. What's up, man? After we schedule back for midnight fun and live since NFL start. Right. You're not boring, Chris. I enjoy hanging out with you. I appreciate that, man. Well, it's like Jake said. I'm just another dude, man. I'm just another random dude. I go to work, collect some cool stuff, show it every once in a while. 30 runs through Canton. Oh, man. I'd love to meet up with you or something, man. If I could. My car's still down, but give you a little care package or something of some goodies. So, I mean, you've been around on my channel for quite a while. All right, if I don't get off of here now, I never will. Be going to bed with a huge smile on my face because you guys, thank each and every one of you for that. Real love you guys. Hey, man, love you too, Jake. Seriously, man. We will have to meet up at some point. I know life's crazy. You work, I work, car troubles, family troubles, whatever each of us have going on anytime. We'll figure something out eventually, man. Even if it's just to meet up and go back home, meet up and have a couple drinks and have some lunch or something so we both can drive safe and all that good stuff. But hit me up whenever you get my phone number. Love to talk to you on the phone again. It's been a little while since we've done that. So thanks, Jake. If you guys haven't already checked out Strictly Diecast, go over there and do it. What are you doing? Go over there and check them out. Show them some love. Tell them I sent you. So peace out, Jake. Get some good rest, man. I hope your dreams are good. You dreaming about that flamingo or something. I've done honey vids. Yeah, I know. I still get your old videos recommended to me. It's so funny. Like it'll be care package from Rivera Hot Wheels, or it's like cracking Johnny Lightning Jeeps, or it's like M2 Chase, and it's like 5 years ago. I'm like, YouTube, why are you pushing Wade's old videos to me? What's going on here? Night, everyone. Heck yeah, same to you, bro. Moved around my setup for streaming just so I can have a cool background. Right, exactly. I need to do the same thing because mine's boring now. Let's see here. Chris, you're not boring at all, man. Like I said, without any doubt, there would be no Strictly Diecast. Very true, man. Freaking rock, bro. Also, to make it look closer and easy to see, because before it was a bit far away from the camera. Right. Kiss the flamingo for me, Jake. It's funny. Yeah, Zelda's going to be doing his races at different times. But, yeah, man, super big shout out to Jake, man. I don't even know how long I'm gonna do the stream for. Is I just wanted to have everybody come back over and keep the support going. You know, have him see this. Maybe tomorrow he'll watch it again and see us go for an hour, just giving him props. I mean, because me and Jake, man, like I remember before his channel was even a channel, it was like Import Racer for Life, and I think my very first video where I gave like a face review, I read one of his comments as like a Q&A thing, and it was Import Racer for Life, and he took that channel down and renamed it one of the two. He had like 9-year-old videos on there, and like he was gonna do Six Pack Diecast. It's so funny he mentioned that because I remember that he was gonna do Six Pack Diecast, and then he came up with Strictly Diecast. So yeah, man, I've been literally one of the first people with Jake, and I'm proud to be there with and a bunch of you guys. You know, a bunch of the small channels that are still relatively small. You know, like that's why I like interacting with everybody so much because. You know, it's a fun community. There's nothing toxic here. I mean, any issues we've ever had has came and went kind of thing, you know. That's the way it should be, man. Definitely shout out to Jake, though. We will do some more stuff in the future. Like, I'll have to get out there. We can... He's like... It's hard to explain. There's a town on the edge of Ohio and on the edge of Pennsylvania. He can be there in like less than an hour. I can be there in less than an hour. It's a great medium point, you know, because it's like almost an hour into Pennsylvania where he lives, and it's almost an hour into Ohio where I live. So like we met up before, and it'd be awesome to do it again. And it's not a freezing cold winter next time. Yeah, for sure, Wade, for sure. It's cool that you've been on for that long. I can't imagine doing it for so many years. Right, Tony. Yeah, YouTube's weird sometimes about stuff like that. Yeah, the M2 collection. Later, Big Charlie, man. Have a great one, dude. Have fun on that run and be careful. YouTube is always updating Tony. Sometimes comments or likes don't register or notifications don't get to us. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Give me 1 second, guys. I just literally got to go flip a switch to turn my air on because I'm feeling kind of warm sitting in here. I don't know why it's warm in here, so give me 1 sec, guys. Oh, yeah. So nice and cool now. Oh, it sucks whenever you got your air off and then start getting hot. Definitely watch you vlog. I hope you don't think I'm annoying, brother. Nah, man. Tony's just here to support everybody, bro. If we get annoyed by something, we'll speak up. And leaving comments. Nah, you cool, bro. I noticed the numbers going up on old video, though, right? Oh, you got purple room. What you talking about? You talking about the other room over there? Yeah. We can't see it now. Yeah, I got a purple room and a shipper out there. I'm about ready to burn, so I'm tired of having it. Yeah, we got purple lights in the bedroom. No chance of that, Tony. No worries there. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah. This band, yeah, Toxic Holocaust. Yeah, it's that's hard to explain. It's a thrash metal band, but it's kind of like a blackened thrash band. I don't. It's hard. It's a good fusion of different things. Very good band though. Definitely recommend checking them out. Toxic Holocaust. And this one's their first record, I think. Evil Never Dies. It's a great one. A lot of concept about war and things like that. War is Hell is a great song on that record. Because War is Hell. Big Hot Wheels 54th anniversary cars. Giveaway Saturday night about 7. Hey, that's what's up. Definitely have to come over there, man. It's a good set too. Let's see here. Yeah, for sure. Anytime, bro. Heck yeah. Crispy's a real one. Hey, and Rodney's over here. What's up, bro? Hey, I need to check out your channel more, man. I don't know if I have before. I feel guilty whenever I see people. I'm like, why am I not subscribed to them? But YouTube will do some funny stuff sometimes. You'll be subscribed to people, and then you'll go back and you're not subscribed to them. Like it happened with Zelda one time, and it happened with who else did it happen with? Somebody else that did that with, I remember. But yeah, the party continues over here, man. Wait, all right, bro, get some rest, man. Yeah, I know it's late over here on the East Coast, so I can imagine it's getting late over there. But thank you guys. Yeah, Rodney, I'll definitely come over, bro, and give your channel some love. Any new work stories? Yes. So I do have some funny stories. If anybody works retail, like at a grocery store, like customer service, put a thumbs up in the chat because I'd love to be able to relate with some people. No biggie. All right. Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. So most of the time I'm on the cash register at my work. I work at Aldi. Okay. I had this lady today, probably a middle aged lady, and said, "How you doing today?" And she's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "How you doing today?" And she's like, "Yes." I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. I'm scanning groceries, and I'm like, totals whatever. She pays, and I'm like, and here's your receipt. And she's like, of course it is. I'm like, what? It was so off-putting. I was like, how are you today? She's like, yes. Okay. And then I had another lady after that try to put her card into the chip reader, and she dropped it, and the lady literally yelled as if a snake jumped at her. She was like, ah! I was like whenever you like have secondhand embarrassment by somebody and you're literally just like it was so bad that I'm like just staring off and I could feel my eye trembling. Like it was that bad. It was that cringy. I'm like, people are weird, man. Like I just want to get you out the door, man. Get away from me. um but yeah, that was kind of goofy one today. Need old man sleep. Hey man, if you need it, you need it, bro. I don't blame you. I take naps sometimes too, or sleep for 10 hours before work the next day. I do that all the time. I work at 1 o'clock tomorrow, so I'll get up at noon. So it doesn't matter to me. I'll still get 10 hours sleep. Ugh, something like that. Jeez, man. You think after having glasses so long, I know how to put them on? Apparently not. Jeez. All right. Always much love to you, brother Wade. Heck yeah, bro. Crispy's laughing. How was your day today? Yes. And no joke, that's what the lady said too. I was like, maybe she misheard me. I don't know. But whenever I was like, and here's your receipt, she's like, well, of course it is. Okay, yeah, here's your receipt. Have a good day. Karen's in your state. Hey, there has been one Karen encounter that I've had. I mean, the people were really pissing me off today. Like, there was a good amount of people where it's like, here's your receipt, have a good day. And they're like, they snatch it from you. Dude, I literally went to my manager today and I'm like, hey, so what do you do when people just keep snatching receipts from you? And like, you're like, have a good day. And they're like, and walk away. Like they don't even utter a word. They open their mouth and not say anything, or they just flat out ignore you. I'm like, how do you deal with that when people do that? It's like one of those days. He's like, well, maybe you're not smiling enough or greeting them when they come up or telling them to have a good day. I'm like, bro, I am. Trust me. Every person that comes up, I'm like, how are you today? BS customer service voice. But yeah, man, people snatching receipts from me. Oh, that's just life, though. Hey, Monster Jam Fanatic, what's up, bro? I still got some trucks sitting on my table as always. Oh, and I don't even know what I did with it now. I think I packed it away, but I still have that signed truck. I'd love to send it to you, bro. And Monster Jam Collector 2007. Hey, we got some Monster Jam homies up in here. What is up, guys? Would have been like, yo, is this lady like lagging or like, dude? And I swear, some people are like NPCs, bro. I swear, some people really seem like fake people. You guys know anything about this piece? Some of my Monster Jam guys. I don't even know who made this. It's missing the arms, obviously it's Samson, but like the wheels actually can pivot. And I think there's like Bigfoot and a couple other ones in this. It just says Samson, Patrick Enterprise, obviously from Dan Patrick, under license. There's no branding. Maybe some of this indecipherable words back here. I can't even read what that would be, but that's a pretty cool piece. Like I said, I had a bunch of Bigfoots like that whenever I was younger, and these were very easily breakable as a kid. I had a bunch of weird ones that I broke, but yeah, I picked that up for 50 cents. Can we get a shout out from Condale Dingle? What are you talking about, Lost Gem Collector? Snatch it back. Oh man, yeah, I don't know. It's just customer service, I mean, it's just me. I mean, look at me. I look like this. I got tattoos. I got gauges, all that. But I'm super nice, man, and like I'm like that in real life too. Like I'm not gonna be one of those guys that walks around like that. Like, dude, I'm cool. Like I'll hold like doors for people and stuff. That makes me nice. But no, yeah, I don't get it, man. F-35 kids up in here. What's up, bro? Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, it's a muscle machines. Okay, interesting. I wonder what year that would have been dated because I had those when I was a kid. I was born in 2000, so probably like 2000. 4 or 5, I would say, because we got them at like a Bigfoot show one time. We went to like a Summit show, and I remember I got like a purple, like a beautiful purple and orange Bigfoot truck, and I destroyed it. It was purple like that, or like a spectra flame purple looking color with orange. I'll never forget it. It's probably in pieces somewhere now, but that's what happens when you're a little kid and you get like model airplanes and stuff and you break them. I had a model airplane graveyard in my like underneath my little slide and stuff, swing set when I was a kid. Man, grass be growing over and you go through there and there'd be like half an airplane and stuff. That was pretty funny. KC from Cradle Mountain, Tasmania. What is up, bro? How's everything down there? You guys in winter or spring yet? I feel like an idiot. It's like the opposite of what we're in, right? Share some videos. Always much love. Hey, man. Thanks, Tony. Thank you for coming over from Jake's stream as well, keeping the after party going. Everybody go give Jake some love if you don't already, which most of us do. Your brother is coughing because he is annoying. Really? Is he intentionally doing that? He's not choking on anything? Be careful, man. Yeah, I broke a bunch of my monster trucks, man. Yeah. Even some of the Hot Wheels ones. I remember Pure Adrenaline was one I broke. This one right here, I remember I broke the wheels off of it or something. I don't know whatever happened to that one. I did it with War Wizard, this one, and another one. I forget which one. But, yeah, picked up some more small hubs. I love those things, man. Winter's snowing up the road. Man, I wish it was snowing here, dude. It's hot. I just had to turn my air on. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. But shout out to Jake from Strictly Diecast. Awesome customizer. Awesome guy from PA. Love that guy, man. Oh, man. Which one? Like the Spin Master ones? Hey, who else is some of the Monster Truck homies? Have you guys ever watched Monster Jam OCD? I think it's what it's called. Something Monster Truck. I think it's Monster Jam OCD, where they show like the upcoming line of trucks and stuff. We're gonna get a Boogie Van truck. For anybody that knows OG Monster Trucks, we're gonna get a Boogie Van truck. It's some more series that I'm not very familiar with because I haven't collected Monster Jam trucks in 10 years or more. So I'm trying to stick to small hubs now. I mean, I'll pick up the green light trucks because like this is just freaking sweet. This one's a chase, obviously, but like King Kong, like dude, Jeff Dane's King Kong, the second variation because the first one was lost on a fire. I'm pretty sure it was blue on silver with the truck bed cap and the stack, and it was a diesel truck. Very nice truck. I loved watching the old footage of that truck. Oh, all monster trucks, $9. All those dual packs. Yeah, hey, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, I don't know how Australian money goes with ours, but if it's a good deal, it's a good deal, man. What if that lady just kept responding back to other people, but with a totally different topic of they just say, yeah, it was weird, man. I have all sorts of funny stories like that because I have crap like that all day long. I mean, I'll be like cleaning up something and the light is like beaming over my register and old people will just sit there and like stare at me. And I'm like, I can take you down there where that light's on. And they're like, oh, like it could be the sun, bro. And they're like, oh, there it is. It's hilarious. Let's see here. King Kong monster truck, never seen it. Yeah, that's an 80s truck. That's a OG monster truck. That's way back there with like Bigfoot and stuff. Yeah, King Kong, nice one, man. And there's multiple King Kongs and Awesome Kong. There's a bunch of Kong trucks back in the day. Monster trucks were different in the 80s, bro. So I got an upcoming custom that I need some advice on. This still baffles me. I still don't know what's going on with this one, so maybe some other people would know. So I have this Little Red Express truck. Obviously, you can see that all rusted out, nastied up. But why is there like a silver number, almost like a production number on the base of this truck? Would anybody have any idea why there would be like a silver production number on this main line from like, what, 2013 or something? I don't even know. Don't quote me on that because I don't really know. I think it's from a couple years back. 2011, so probably 12, excuse me. But why is there like a production number on this? I'm very confused because I can't wait to tear it apart and customize it. I don't know what that deal on the base is because I'll probably end up trying to clean that base as best I can. and repaint it or something. I'm definitely going to put some details on it. So this whole thing's going to get stripped. I think the windshield might be a little far gone, so I got to figure out what to do with that. It's either that or it's going to go into a junkyard scene, so I really don't know what to do with it yet. I don't know if I should cut the stacks off. I don't like the stacks on this truck. It's a gas truck. It kind of doesn't make any sense to have big stacks on it like a semi truck. I mean, I know it's the look of that truck. It's always been that way, but it's kind of weird. How's it going? Aussie Land, Middlemania. US 69 cents are $1. Way cheaper for you. Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. Ronnie snowing up the road. Red Express, I saw a real truck. Oh, really? That's cool. That's what's up. Looks like a case code of somewhat not sure. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know either. Oh, you have that one? Really? Times Square? That's what's up, man. Yeah, see, I love all this kind of stuff. I mean, I got, like, this is one of the newest Kings of Crunch trucks from Greenlight. Not everybody's a monster truck fan, but to me, it's kind of like, how can you not be? I mean, it's maybe you just don't like trucks or, like, running over cars. I don't know. But to me, it's always been, like, super exciting. It's like, as a young kid, destruction was awesome. And they used to destroy stuff on Monster Jam when I was a kid. I mean, they would bring out motorhomes and, like, be jumping fountains and crap. Like, the first couple World Finals were amazing, man. They had buses lined up. I forget what year it was. Some of the Monster Jam guys, if they're still here, would remember. It might have been like 5 or 6 or something. But they had on the right side of Sandwood Stadium, they had a triple bus stack, and it had like I think Monster Dalmatian jumped the whole thing, or somebody did. It might that truck was there. I'm pretty sure. It's been years since I watched it, but yeah, man, they had so many cool obstacles back in the day. They really did. One of my favorites was they had like a big container with like a big truck pressed up against it, and like a van and a car like ramp over it. And El Toro Loco went and jumped it, and one year he got stuck up there. The one year he completely cleared it, came back down, and when he hit, the whole like rear axle kicked out from underneath the truck and completely separated. He like landed on his side. Absolutely destructive crash, man. It was awesome. I loved that stuff as a kid, man. I loved it. Five Nights at Freddy's, is that what you're talking about? F-35 kid? Like that style monster truck, yellow Ford. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro. You never get much snow. Yeah, man. But it's always 100 degrees down there. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. But he's fine because he got caught looking at. Really, really. Interesting, interesting. That game was funny. I remember when that game came out, bro. Everybody was terrified of that game. And I think there's like 4 of them out now or something, or probably more now. I don't know. The original one was a very good one though, very suspenseful for sure. Um, Kind of a jump scare game. That one was funny. If you don't know, that game's like where you're like a security guard at an animatronics, like Chuck E. Cheese kind of place. And at nighttime, the animatronics move around, and like you have to watch where they go, so you can like close your door, but you only have a certain amount of power. So if you use too much, they'll break in the room and just jump scare you, and you lose. Pretty scary game for sure. Outlast is probably the scariest game I've ever played in my life. I do know all monster trucks and Monster Jam. I know some monster trucks like Avenger 57 Chevy. Yeah, Avenger. Jim Kohler on as the driver. I've met Jim Kohler before. Crazy guy, man. Very funny though. Very wholesome. Um, yeah, I could basically tell you everybody up until like maybe 2010. Not even. When I started getting closer to teenage years, I kind of fell out of interest in it because we always went. We always went to the local monster truck shows and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, I met a bunch of the drivers. I have all the programs you would get at monster truck shows, like the 2007 edition or whatever, with the pictures of the trucks and like the drivers, and they would sign it. I have so many autographs in my Monster Jam collection, in my books. Hopefully, my mom didn't get rid of them. They're probably still at the house, and I doubt she would have. But yeah, I got so many signed programs, bro. There's a couple of them with like torn up pages and stuff. I need to look on eBay and find those again or something. But yeah, man, I love monster trucks, man. Always have. Chris remembers playing that. Yeah, bro. I mean, that was like a 2000 and what 15 or something staple, bro. Like that was like, man, maybe not that far back. I don't know. Maybe it has been that many years. It's been at least 5 years since that game's been out. But Outlast, no joke, is like the scariest game. Like not recommended for children. It's very, very out there. Um, if you're a youngin, it's not a game for you. Wait till you get a little older, then you can play that. Um, yeah, game is very, very intense. Yeah, only monster truck. I like the real cars and trucks. Right, right. Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way. Got that one. Heck yeah. What's your favorite racing game, everyone? Man, that's tough. I played a bunch of them. One of my best experiences was Need for Speed Most Wanted, the 2012 variation. So it was on Xbox 360. It was like a revisited Need for Speed Most Wanted, but it wasn't like tons of tuner cars and stuff. There was like the Bugatti Veyron when it came out, the Koenigsegg, which one was it? Agera, I want to say. So many cool cars in that game, man. I mean, like, and they were all basically stock, and so like you can do things to them. Obviously, you got to win like really hard races for like power shot nitrous and stuff. But yeah, Lamborghini Gallardo sounded absolutely amazing. Some of the best car sounds ever was in that game. Even Forza Horizon 5, in my opinion, does not match that game. Look up Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 car sounds and just go from there. I mean, like, they had the echoes of the buildings and everything. That game sounded beautiful, man. It really did. Um, I could probably play it again if I got my 360 out. I don't even think I brought it here, to be honest. Probably still at my mom's house. Eddie came over to the after party. What is up, Eddie? Yep, I remember first time playing. Sam literally these words. This game isn't scary. It gets jump scared. Right? Yeah, exactly. That's how that game is. Oh, the Crew 2? Yeah, I've never gotten into that game. I don't know why. Yeah, Mud Bugs. Mud Bugs are fun, bro. A lot of fun. Yeah, it was a scary game. Right, right. Need for Speed games are cool. Heck yes. Ronnie, you home tomorrow? What's the best time to call you? My favorite racing game is definitely Midnight Club. Hey, I love Midnight Club, bro. I did. I had a kind of like a hack that I found out on Midnight Club. I think it was L.A. or something. I don't even remember. But he plays the bald dude. I don't remember what his name was. But there was a scene where you're racing. I forget what his name was, in like a lowrider on like the freeway, and you had like the things like you had like aggro and different abilities for your car, and that one would push cars out of your way. So I found a scene where I would make it the hardest race for the most money. I would race this dude, and when we got to this one part on this bridge, I would hit that aggro, and it would push him through like the fence and stuff, and he would fall all the way down to the street and have to find his way back up to the track, and I'd win every time. I did this for hours, bro. I just grinded the muddy, and so I can get like the Lambos, like the dub editions and stuff. Yeah, it was hilarious. I found that hack. I'm like, oh, bet I'm gonna keep doing this over and over and over, and I did too. Continuously did that. Crew 2 never played. Yeah, I never played any of the Crew games. It looks pretty good though. Yeah, it was on the Xbox 360. That's one console I don't have here. I have literally Wii's, PlayStation 2, my Xbox, which is taking a crap, but yeah, man, I got a bunch of stuff and I don't have my freaking Xbox 360 with me. What you laughing at, Crispy? What you laughing at, bro? But yeah, man, it was lots of good experiences on that. But again, shout out to Jake from Strictly Diecast. If you don't watch his channel, go over there. Tell him I sent you. Did his first live stream and it was a great experience. 360 is around. Yeah, it's not here with me. It's at my mom's house. I didn't bring it here when I moved. There's still a bunch of stuff at my mom's place I gotta get, but with the lack of communication that we have, we whatever's there is there. You know, it doesn't really matter to me anymore. Especially when you're racing with friends and are all road rage and passing each other at high speeds. Yeah, man. Oh man, my Forza Horizon 5 won't work anymore. It makes me so mad. I spent so much money on that game. And a Hot Buzz DLC comes out and I can't play the game. I'm like, whatever. This is more of a reason for me just to sit here and listen to music instead. There's a bunch of different Bugattis, Koenigseggs, 500 plus vehicles, including planes, boats, cars, bikes, and best hypercar class. But actually, really? Wow. There's a lot of cars in that game, man. Yeah, it's like Forza has like over 500 or something, if I remember correctly. But not like planes and stuff. I love that. I would love that. Yeah, I'm more into like shooter games and exploring games like Fallout or like some of the Call of Duties, Battlefield. Um, I would play Minecraft every once in a while. 7 Days to Die is pretty fun. I played Outlast too many times, so like it's not really fun for me to play it anymore, as I know like every detail about the game at this point. But I've always wanted to do like a gaming thing, like do a gaming channel possibly, and it wouldn't be one of those like yell and scream and cuss. Oh my god, that was so scary. It'd be like genuine, like having fun playing the game, like keeping it together. Like we play scary stuff. We don't need to overreact and everything, you know. But I have no idea how to screen capture. I don't know how to do the camera thing on yourself as you're doing it. You know, I live in a 2 bedroom apartment. It really wouldn't be ideal to sit and try to do a gaming stream. I don't do like Twitch or anything like that. It'd be like a pre-recorded video basically, or a stream if I could figure it out. Also, what's your favorite World War II bomber? Definitely would be the B-17. Coolest plane is World War II Spitfire. It's a very nice plane for sure. Yeah, right now I got the P-51 Mustang on my table. I've got another one of my favorite bombers, the B-24 Liberator. This one's really cool. Both American planes. Yeah, World War II is my favorite era of aviation. 100%. I got so many planes, man. It's ridiculous. Favorite fighter would probably be the Corsair. It was built literally like not a stone's throw, but a couple 100 yards that way. Like 500 yards that way is the building where they built that airplane in World War II. I live in Akron, Ohio, so that's where they built it. All the DLC packs in the crew game. Really? Came with the game? Heck yeah. Test drive? I've never played that. I played Forza. Never got on a test drive. I've never done a test drive either on a vehicle. Guess you couldn't really consider World War II bomber, but it's a bomber. Oh yeah, B-36. Yeah, I mean it's a strategic bomber, World War II era, later World War II. Yeah, it's the 3 engines facing backwards. Yeah, it's like a strategic bomber. They had some issues with it, so it never really it wasn't really what they wanted. B-52 replaced it. I don't think it was able to carry heavy bombs or something. There was something with it. I forget exactly what it was, but yeah, Peacemaker's a very cool plane. I'd love to have a model of it or something. That thing is wicked looking for real. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the B-52 replaced that one because it came out like a couple years later, and the B-52 has been around for a long time. It's retired now, but let's see here, professional YouTube channel, please, Vice City shooting. Yeah. And monstrosity with 230-foot wingspan. Yeah, man, and that's like that one Ukrainian plane that they just blew up, or Russia blew up. I forget what that one was called. That one had like 3 engines on either side as well. Yeah, that one was amazing. I don't know what they still use B-52 for, though. I mean, we have so many other... I mean, for a strategic bomber, that would still be good and everything, but it's so outdated. I mean, we've had it since the 50s. Like, we have the C-130 now. We have the C-17. We got the Globemaster. I mean, it's more of a troop-carrying plane, but we got a lot of cool aviation, man. I can talk aviation all day, too, but not everybody likes planes, but... Yeah, and the A-10 Warthog's retiring now. The F-35's taking that over. It's been like that for a couple years. I'm sure there's still parts of service that it's used. Other countries will get it and things like that. Too many planes. Not enough in certain circumstances. Yeah, the AC, yeah, exactly. The 130, there's several different variations of that, man. BRB, all right, Bog. I'll be here for a little bit. Yeah, the gunship's terrifying for sure. There's cargo variations, there's paratrooper variations, there's the Blue Angels variation, which is super cool. Fat Albert. Why are you being loud, Rabbit? You did this last night, or the other night. Yeah, Fat Albert's a really cool plane. It's a Blue Angels variation. Yeah, I love planes, man. Yeah, but the B-17 just stands out to me. I've seen many of them in person. The last few that are in flight, I have seen one of the last B-29s in flight. That was very cool to see. Um, quit. Quit being noisy. Can you stop, please? Rabbit? You just bored or something? But yeah, planes are sweet, man. My favorite modern fighter jet. That's tough, man. Um, I've always loved the F-18 Hornet because it's so loud. Like I've seen those planes in person so many times. A-10 Warthog is very cool sounding. As far as like shock value, it's probably the F-18. The F-14 is really cool too, though, and F-15. So it's tough. F-16, all those very cool planes. But the F-18 was like scary. Like we would be at the air show, like go use a porta potty real quick, come back out, and you're like wiping your hands off with sanitizer. Then, zoom, one just flies over you, and it's just like, what was that, man? Like that happened to us before. I think the Harrier is a very cool plane. The vertical takeoff jet, that one's super cool. F-35 is very cool as well. F-22 is very cool. Um, I mean, I like a lot of different planes. Like the Russian MiG has always been a really cool plane. Um, the first fighter jet ever, the Me-262, I think is a very fascinating jet. I mean, that was World War II and they had that. I mean, the end of World War II and it barely saw service, but yeah, that's a very cool plane. Very cool. Yeah, F-18, there you go. Yeah, that thing is gnarly, man. Yeah, the B-2 bomber is absolutely amazing. I've seen that in flight before too, and I've seen the stealth fighters as well. Those are scary. But the B-2, you don't hear that thing coming, man. That's why the saying is, "Now you see me, now you're dead." Because like, by the time you see that thing, if it's coming at you in like a war scenario, you're done for, man. Thing is scary, bro. Mustang Hunter works on the things, man. Yeah, yeah. Heck yeah. No, you're good, Crispy. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was very young when I saw that in flight. Came right over Akron, right here. They used to do air shows every year down here at the airport, right next to my house, but they ended up losing funding and things like that. You can't, you know how much jet fuel costs, man. You can't bring out fighter jets for cheap. Oh yeah, the SR-71 Blackbird. Yeah, that was the first jet we had that can go up into like the into outer space and hit like Mach 3 or whatever that thing can go. That thing is terrifying as well. Um, yeah, for subsonic or whatever, I forget the term is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't even imagine. I'd be scared in his position to even like leak the fact that I work on those or like share pictures of them. Like, bro, that is. But we've had them since the '80s. Like, they're not top secret anymore. We stole the design from Nazi Germany. Quit, rabbit. The Germans had a very similar design of that plane. Um, they only made a few of them and they crashed and things like that. They were planning to make a plane they could have leave Germany, stop somewhere, and then bomb New York was their plan, but they weren't able to produce it in time before the war was over. Yeah, it goes Mach 3. That thing is scary, dude. Yeah, the U-2 spy plane. Yeah, the Dragon Lady. That thing is cool too. But it is still beat by the test jet called. Yeah, yeah. Was that Chuck Yeager's plane? Cause I know all about him. I knew about him as a child, bro. Like for real. First man to break the sound barrier. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, he just passed away too a couple years ago, like 2, 3 years ago. First man to break the sound barrier. Yeah, he flew like the Bell X-1 and stuff like that. Maybe the X-15. I'm not sure. He did say on stream some guy that he worked before leaked stuff like that and got fired or something. Bro, you ain't just getting fired. You probably going to like federal prison. If you leak the Air Force's secrets, get out of here, bro. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you'd lose your job. It probably depends on what level you did that. I mean, that could jeopardize a project. You know, like if you're working on a new plane and you start sharing pictures of it, like anybody can see that, and then bam, your project you're working on is no longer top secret or no longer classified or whatever. Yeah, that's some heavy stuff, man. I was gonna get in the service, but it's changed a lot over the years, and I was more of a working type of guy. I got tattoos, like with the tattoos I have now, I probably couldn't get in the army or anything. And dude, I'm 160 pounds, bro. They kill me in like training and all that. I would not be able to. But I wanted to be a designated marksman. I think that would have been really fun. It's okay. I'm just saying, at lower speeds, as we're saying, when it sounds a bit different from other jets because it has some sort of special jet engine. Yeah, dude, I can't even imagine what that has in it. That's like the F4 Phantom that we've had since like late 50s. That they've taken the engines out of that and made like jet cars with it that like race across the desert and stuff. The F4 Phantom's a really, really interesting jet as well. Um, really notable for its service in Vietnam, things like that. Yeah, I love. There's actually a military air preservation society like a town over from me, and it's all like model planes and real planes. Like they have a B-25 Mitchell inside that they were actually restoring the last time I was there, and you could like donate in this little box in front of it. I think I threw $1 in there or something. Big deal. What's that dollar gonna do? But yeah, they have a bunch of old planes in there. They have a MiG jet. They have some other fighter jets. And they have like a jet graveyard outside, which is so cool. Whenever I used to go as a kid, they would have like next to a warehouse, like back in the trees, they'd have like just a fighter jet like sticking out of the trees and stuff. It was always so cool. But yeah, they've been restoring and preserving aircraft for a while. I need to go there one day. They have like a little gift shop. I picked up something last time I was there just to help them out. Because I would hate for that place to close. So I need to get down there. It's been a little while. Get down there and see if they let me film in the place. I don't even know if you can film in there. And just tell them like, hey, I do YouTube. Like I could send some people your way down here. Pay extra to film or whatever. I wouldn't even. I would gladly give them a tip to let me do that. But show the planes, show the exhibits because they have all sorts of exhibits too. But Jason MHD also works for the Fast and Furious. He's probably currently filming Fast 10. Hey, you never know, man. He's Vin Diesel. All Spot is Tuber channel. He lives in California watching car spotting. Yeah, there's a bunch of really cool channels like that. I like to do some car spotting. There's like a little half clip on my upcoming video of a Mark V Super going by that I see all the time. I'm gonna have to like literally screenshot the car going by and put it in there because like it's literally almost gone by the time like I got my phone up to film it, but it was pretty cool. Or both. Yeah, man, they've been really overkill in that movie, and I can firmly say I've never watched one of them. I've seen scenes from like the first one when I was a little kid, but never got into it, man. Too much plot, too much romance, and all that. I'm just there for the cars, and I don't need to see cool cars get destroyed, You know how many cars they probably ruined for that movie? Like, nah. Well, yeah, man. Again, much love and shout out to Jake over at Strictly Diecast, bro. So glad his first live stream went well. He had a couple drinks, had a good time, and I like how he harps on, like being safe and all that, and being responsible. He does have a child and all that. He's got to make sure he doesn't get stupid and not pay attention to the kid or anything if it needs something and all that. So I respect that for sure from him. But I'm sure we will get together at some point. I'll take the drive over there. He'll take the drive over here, whatever. It's so funny. He's like, I got a brother-in-law that lives in like your town. It's like, it's so funny. Like, it is a small world, man. So expect some stuff with me and him soon. And me and Josh need to get together again. Maybe I'll have him come over here one day and we'll do another stream together or something. Seen it all, right? Seen them all. Really? You seen them all? That's crazy, bro. Yeah, it's just not for me, bro. It's just too much, like women in cars and crap like that. I mean, like, I like my cars, man. I'll be the first one to be like, get off the hood. You're gonna scratch my car, That's me. Honda Civic in Utah today. Bro, I gotta film my buddy's Honda for real. Like the dude that's got the two-step and Cobalt, He has. I showed it in my video. It's like a literal like rusty crap box Civic, but dude, the first gear in this car is scary, bro. It's like so stretched out. I mean, you're flying before you're out of first gear. Like this car was gnarly, man. I gotta meet up with him soon and film that one. I meant to say SR-71. Hey, you're good, bro. I know what you meant. Yeah, he hit me up and he's like, I need to text him back too because I forgot to text him, asking if I wanted to come tear down the motor with him today or something. I gotta go hang out with him again soon. Film that. That'd be cool. Bro, that thing is sick. Yeah, and it does have VTEC. Yeah, it does. There's two Civics sitting in his yard. One's his buddy's and one's his. And he's like, he hates that car. He's like, I'll never buy another Civic. Because he had to do the whole front alignment. He had to do all of that, like, tire rods, everything. Um, if I remember right, it doesn't even have, like, an oil cap on it. Like, all these goofy things. There's no center console. It's just, like, literally no unit. It's literally like a big hole with, like, a tiny little, like, stereo system in it. And literally, it's so funny. His steering wheel, when you pull it off and then you put it back on, it's like ding, like it makes a little bell ding. It's like a racing steering wheel. Like he's pulling off as we're driving down the road. He's like, "Who needs a steering wheel?" And he's just doing this, and then he puts it back on. It's like ding. It was hilarious. It's literally like the most like crapped out car, man. But it was fast. I was very surprised. Manual, obviously. Everybody can drive manual, but Chris. Because Mach 10. Oh my god. That's insane. I love planes, man. Yeah, Honda NSX. Yep. Oh, yeah. How do you do that, Crispy? Interesting. Cars are weird, man. It's hard to obtain certain cars, I know. Crispy, you got this one? I'm sure you do. I think it was the Team Transport one. Dug that out whenever I was going through the other night. Then I know you've seen these too. I got those too. I pulled out. I'm not ignoring you, by the way, Crispy. I know we got to get something worked out eventually, bro. I got one with Jake I got to do too. Got that one. And the Laurel or whatever, Laurel from the Team Transport. Tiny little wheels on that. Tiny. Oh, you don't have the blue and the purple? Hey, man. And they're both opening door cars as well. I don't know how many times I'd open it because it'd probably start chipping the fender. But, yeah, man. We'll get something going. Hey, Rabbit. What's up? Hello. Weird Rabbit. Japanese corresponding videos. Yeah. Gotta go. Alright, man. Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out and talking about stuff. I always talk about planes and stuff. Come on back sometime. No worries, no rush. Yeah, I don't have either of those. Oh, man, yeah. I opened them for the heck of it. And it's actually funny. There's a tennis racket and, like, tennis balls or something in the back of it. This is really weird detail, but let's see if we'll be able to focus on it. There you go. And for some reason, the glass is, like, fogged up looking or, like, scratched, and it's literally mint out of the package. I have no idea why it looks like that, but yeah, look. Tennis rackets and tennis balls just stacked up. Like, what is going on with this? You just swinging it around with your tennis racket and tennis balls? Winging them out the window at people or something? Like, what's up with that? Also, I looked it up, and yes, it's allowed to import cars from Canada. It's way cheaper to get them shipped into... Oh, really? Interesting. I wonder how much it is to get the ones from Japan right now. Isn't it sick? I'm like, bro, what's up with that? That'd be cool to be able to tear it apart and detail that. Like, really detail it. Yeah, it must be. I can't play tennis, I'll tell you that right now. I couldn't do it. See, I know I got some other junk around here to show. before this came to my mind whenever I started doing that and talking like that. Gary Shorter. I wonder what Gary's up to. He hasn't been alive since that last time. Do you think he's all right? Freaking Gary's just like, we get in one of them cars and he like stands up and he's like, oh, and he just like falls backwards and wipes out. I'm like, what just happened? But yeah, he seemed okay. Hopefully Gary's okay. Fuji's in Japan. Yeah, for sure. Yo, does anybody know what the Megalodon is? This is funny. I watched a video on this the other day. Everybody knows what the Megalodon is. Like, we can start talking about that because I like prehistoric stuff too, bro. I like talking about weird stuff. Yeah, dude. I bet you he did. He got busted too. He's like, "What are you doing? You got work in the morning. It's midnight. And you haven't showered yet." And he's like, "Oh my goodness." The shark, yes, the prehistoric 60-foot shark, the Megalodon. I always forever thought that thing still existed. But I watched this video where they were like proving reasons why it wouldn't exist. And so many things were killed off whenever like the meteorite hit or whatever. And like it lived in tropical waters, so we would have seen it by now because it had to live in tropical waters. And then they're like, well, what if it adapted to like, live in cold waters? And so they throw that theory around. They're like, okay, that's possible, but we would have found teeth by now because they shed teeth so frequently, and like the teeth that we find are like how many were millions of years old or whatever, and like, oh, we would have found like bones or a tooth or something by now. And all that. So they explained all the reasons. And it was like an apex predator hunter. Like they said maybe it lives in the Mariana Trench, like the deepest spot in the ocean. Maybe it's living there. And they're like, no, it was an apex predator. There's not enough stuff down there for it to eat. And it was warm-blooded. And like it would have to eat like crazy. If it was 60 foot, we would have seen one by now. And all this and that. So like it made me sad because like it would have been amazing if that thing... It's scary to think it's still in the ocean. But hell, there's some... great whites that get like 12 foot long, so I mean, come on. Trucks in Japan are small. Yeah, what's up with that? Yeah, I know that shark. I have to edit a few videos for you. Hey man, I appreciate you coming through, bro. I'll definitely come over and check out your channel. My bad again for not doing it thus far, but I will definitely come over. Definitely. Thanks for coming over to my stream for a while, man. Truck in Japan, Nissan trucks. Yeah. Sharks in Africa are great white. Yeah, we have great whites all over. We have great whites here. Awesome, man. Night to you too, bro. Get some rest. But they do know if they drop teeth in the water moves around a lot, so it'd be impossible to find them. Yeah, but they wash up all the time. Like it's apparently to shark teeth collectors, it's like a very common thing to find those. I'm like, you're finding a tooth that's this big and it's common, like. I guess so. Like they find them and they're like how many millions of years old. But there was a story from like the early 1900s of a wooden ship that when they were coming from like another country, they like hit something and thought they like had hit coral or something. And then like when they inspected the ship when they got back, there was like a 6-foot round bite mark and they pulled megalodon teeth out of it. And they had the teeth and everything. And I'm like, so that puts it 100 years ago. It was still around. Like, I love to think that shark is still around somehow. I just like crazy stuff like that. And just like the Loch Ness Monster, that would be a plesiosaur if you know your dinosaurs and reptiles and stuff from back in the whatever period. It would be a plesiosaur, which it would breathe air, so we would have seen that by now 1,000 times. Especially with everybody having phones, that thing would have been documented hundreds of times by now. So who knows, but yeah, Megalodon's always been very intriguing to me. All the footage they've ever shot of supposed Megalodons have been, debunked as the basking shark, it's a Greenland shark, it's a whatever shark. So yeah, they always disprove it. It was a coconut, like a piece of, that I'm assuming that they could test like what it's made of and stuff, but that is true. Like you never know; it could be like a random shell or something. But you can tell shark's teeth. I have a bunch of shark's teeth. You can tell. Yeah, yeah, that famous Bigfoot footage of him like walking and like he turns and looks and stuff. Yeah, that's the most famous Bigfoot footage. But that dude's known to be like a hoaxer, so he's not a very credible source for that footage. It's been doubted for a very long time. But Bigfoot, if it did exist, it would be. I watched something on this a lot too. There was an ape species that's very, very close to us. It was called Gigantopithecus, and it was like a very, very large ape species. And they have molars from this species. Like they have the teeth, that they've studied and all this and that. And there's a dude that right before World War II, he was collecting as many as he could find from like shops and stuff. He'd go around and be like, medicine was different back then in the 30s. And it was like they would use them to like grind up for medicines or something. But he would go around and buy all these teeth that he found and bones and things like that. And yeah, he was searching for that species of ape that went extinct supposedly. But yeah, it would have been what Bigfoot is described, like what the description of Bigfoot is. It would have been that species of ape. Right, right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've heard a bunch of Bigfoot stories. I've never seen one in person. I'd absolutely love to. It's one of my favorite cryptids out there. Um, but yeah, I'd love to see one day. Probably be very, very scary. You wouldn't know what to do. I've seen cryptids before. I've seen one that was very, very interesting. Thankfully, I was in a safe location when I saw the thing, but I was 100% sober. I was a young dude whenever I saw it. I can promise you right now, I was sober. I saw this thing. It was the rake. Yeah, that weird humanoid looking thing. The rake, which they also say is like the fallen angel, things like that. Um, that thing was scary, man. It was very, very strange. We're talking about cryptids now, Bog. I don't know. We got into like Bigfoot and stuff like that. So anybody ever seen Bigfoot? Leave your creepy stories below. Ever seen UFOs? Ever seen the rake? I saw the rake. I saw it out my bedroom window. We were yelling out the window, making animal noises, just being stupid kids, yelling at cars driving by, and it was like the dead of night. And I'll never forget it, man. There was a generator across the street at the local park, and all the power went out. Like the streetlights went off, all that kind of stuff. And we saw this light like back in the woods, and this generator kicked on to reboot all the power. And we're like, why? What is that light back there? Like, why is all the power out? And because we thought maybe someone was like walking around back in there. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I got out these binoculars and was like looking over there. There was an abandoned house across the road as well, probably maybe 100 yards away. And this is in the suburbs. It's not a city by any means. And so there's woods behind that. And I'm looking over at this house through these binoculars. And because we always watch that house because it was always really creepy. It's been abandoned for many, many, many years. And there was a part where the garage is here, the house is here, and there was like a little part that connected up top. And right behind the garage, knelt down, like looking around the corner, was this weird, like gray figure, and it had yellow eyes, like a cat. Like if you look at a cat with like a light or something, it had like glowing yellow eyes. And we put no light on it. This was just through binoculars. And I'm looking at this thing, and my eyes just start watering, like not from fear, but like from what am I seeing right now? And I told my buddy, I'm like, dude, look over there. Like there's something over there. And he looked at the same thing. I'll never forget. He was just looking. And he's like, what and we like closed the window and like put the drapes back over it or whatever. Like we were upstairs, thankfully. And we went in my room and we're just like, dude, like screw that. Like it freaked us out, man. We both saw it. We were both sober that night. And that was my experience with that weird humanoid thing, the rake. And we spent many, many nights in the woods, like unarmed, basically fearful of whatever we were hearing because we knew whatever that thing was there at one point. And there was a lot of woods around the house, and we would go to like the abandoned sanitarium, like the hospital and all the buildings and the 100 acres of woods and stuff. We'd be up there like with no weapons, like maybe a knife or something, a crappy little flashlight, walking through the woods, thick woods. Like it was scary, man, because we knew whatever that thing was there. And we've heard some very creepy things. Man, I don't know if it was a skinwalker or not. I don't think we have those out east, but it fit the description of the rake. or like the West Virginia cave creature. I mean, we're close to that. I think they're the same thing. If you ever seen that fallen angel video where the guys are following like trails of feathers and then they look over and there's like some homeless looking dude on the ground and they like crack a stick and it looks up at him and it's got glowing yellow eyes. If you've ever seen that crappy like resolution footage, that is exactly what it looked like. Like 100% it looked just like that. Down in Ohio, swag. Hey, what's up, AC350? How's it going, man? We got Big Fat Work. His name is Dave, Harry Bastard. That's awesome. So next time we were crazy, but this one night I was chilling, trying to sleep in my living room, and then out of nowhere, everything outside turned like a fire red and orange. I don't know what that. Hey, don't doubt it, man. Don't doubt things like that. I've had a number of dreams where it was like super real, and then like it wasn't. Yeah, don't doubt those things, man. You always remember those stories. Always remember it. I seen deer in the backyard, not Bigfoot. Hey, that's good. That's good. That might have been Dave. I don't know how. Oh man, but I swear there was no cars, nothing at all. Boom, pitch by. Hey, bro, I don't doubt it, man. There's a lot of weird things that happens in this world, man. Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch. Yeah, those things are weird. I don't know about those things, man. You ask Tampa about that. Me and Tampa having a lot of great conversations about stuff like that before, to the point where we quit talking about it for some reasons. But yeah, Tampa goes through a lot of weird stuff out there in the desert, man. Harry dude I work with. It made me laugh. But yeah, so we were always very, very cautious when we were in woods because we knew we saw that. Like, I swear to God, right now, after this stream, look up The Rake, or if you want to see a visual that I saw, look up, like, the Fallen Angel video, and it's, like, crappy, like, green-looking footage, like, night vision footage, and it'll most likely be, like, a thumbnail of some, like, gray creature with, like, yellow eyes. I swear to God, dude, it was almost in the same position and everything. It was just, like, hunched. I could see it right now in my head. It was hunched down next to this garage, looking directly at us, like right towards where we were making noises, right towards where we were probably throwing crap out in the street to watch cars running over. Like, this was the dead of night and pitch silent, 100%. And we're out there making like screech owl noises, and like thing probably thought we were like a wounded animal or something. And dude, it was there. Like I told you, 100%. I was sober that night. I can vouch for that. My buddy was too. We were real young, and we both saw that thing, man. I will never forget that, bro. That's why I'm always cautious out in the woods and stuff. But man, I put myself in a lot of risky positions too, not just from creatures, but like creepy people in the woods and stuff, man. I used to, like I said, I used to go sit in the sanitarium at nighttime by myself and just chill. I used to sit in the cemetery at night all the time and chill. But there I felt a little bit more at peace and stuff, like more protected. Like, you know, there was never any malevolent spirits there or anything, because I know the difference, trust me. But yeah, man, cryptids are really cool. Get into it, man. I'm telling you, it's what could be. You know, I'm not saying, oh, 100% we saw something. Maybe it was some dude. Maybe it was some, like a cat or something, and we saw like a weird perspective and it looked like a creature. I don't know. But I firmly think it was one of those things. I don't know why it would be in such a suburban area. Where would it live? Things like that. Like, stupid stuff like that. Like, where could it have lived, you know? It's only a couple, like 10 acres of woods there, and then it cuts into some more woods and wraps around to the sanitarium. So it would have been like 100 acres of woods here, you know, it faded out. You know, it would have been, thing would have had to have moved at nighttime, someone would have saw it, you know, things like that. And we should have asked the dude who hunted on that property. We just didn't like him because he thought he was all cool hunting on a 10-acre property. I'm like, bro, you're such an idiot. Like, go to a field and do it. Like, you're in this like suburban area with a bow and arrow. Like, get out of here, Robin Hood. But we should have asked him because he had a trail camera back there, and it got us on footage one night. Like, it took pictures of us one night, and because we're trying to figure out what the dude was doing back in there. We're like, he's got to be hunting. So we go back in there. He made a makeshift field and put deer corn out and everything to lure the deer in there in like the middle of a little town. I'm like, you're such an idiot. But we could have talked to him, found out if he caught that thing on camera or not. Maybe he was hunting that damn thing. Who knows? Birds of dinosaurs. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Weirdest and kind of scary experience. Right, for real. Join back. I watched some videos of the SR-71 and weird sound and look gives off of menacing. Yeah, it does, dude. It does. Yeah, wolves are cool, but they're scary. We got coyotes out here. They're not as scary. X-15 is pretty much a rocket with a cockpit. Yes, I have heard of that one. Yep, I do know that. But yeah, man, that's why I don't. I definitely, like I like the idea of exploring and things like that. But I was such a like, I don't know if it was like you're more fearless as a teenager or what, but I was always worried about like getting caught by the cops because we'd always like trespass and explore places and stuff, and there was homeless people back in there and things like that. We were always thinking about that. I was never thinking of like the weird stuff that could be in the woods at night, and there it was stuff there. I'm telling you, I've had weird experiences. I had ghost experiences too. Those were pretty cool. Um, Not too many in the sanitarium, which is a tuberculosis hospital. If you don't know what that is, I mean, we would hear noises and stuff like doors and like footsteps and stuff like that, but it was never like we did hear screaming one time. We were walking through the woods. We're a couple hundred yards away. We were pretty far away that time. We were still probably, oh man, 500 yards from where we had to go. So we were a good ways away. And we were walking through the woods and we heard like the most dreadful like woman scream, like somebody just like got stabbed or something, like something terrible. And me and my buddy just looked at each other and we're like, dude, something's telling us not to go up there right now. So we turned around, we went home. Like we weren't even gonna try. To us, the first indication was something's telling you not to go up there right now. Like something's telling you to stay out, and so we did. Um, Trust your gut feeling. I've talked about that before, and that one was a weird one. Something just screech in the woods. Like it sounded human for sure. Very scary. Yeah, abandoned mines. Screw that, man. Stuff can cave in. You can be killed or trapped in, or creepy people in there squatting, creatures. You never know. All right, Bog. I feel it, man. I gotta get to bed here in a little while too, man. I feel it. On a two-channel guy was in mine. Had chains. Yeah. Okay. I've seen that video. Okay. So that one was very compelling when it comes to like paranormal activity, because that one only certain chains were swinging around. I forget what mine that was, but yeah, and he said it was like just a very cold feeling came over him and stuff, and he got out of there. That's how it works with paranormal experiences, in my opinion. From my experience, I never had anything that crazy, but yeah, you will feel it before you see it most of the time. Like if you feel like dread or something in a situation, like like maybe I shouldn't go to this place, kind of thing. I've been there. Same place I would go and sit at nighttime. Certain times I would go and it'd be like, no, 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 I can't go in here right now for some reason. And then you would leave and the cops would show up. So you already knew, bam, something was telling you, don't go in there. You listen to it and you didn't get arrested. Um, Trust your gut feelings, man. I mean, most of you guys know that. Most of you are older than me, but yeah, I mean, ghosts can be creepy. I'm not particularly scared of them because 90% of the time it's not going to be anything that's going to harm you, and if it wants to, you'll find out very quickly. Um, it's just going to be like, ooh, spooky, like there's something you can't see doing stuff, or oh man, there's a sound, I don't know where it's coming from, or whatever like that. Yeah, it's kind of creepy, but like if it's negative, you will know 100%. Hey, you're cool, Crispy. I appreciate you just chilling. You always chill with me, man. You're one of the ones that hang out all the time with me. Um, but yeah, I like a lot of that stuff, man. And some of it's a sore subject sometimes because a lot of people don't believe in it, or a lot of people don't want to hear it, or they relate it to like demonic crap and stuff like that. If something was demonic, you would 100% know. It's not going to be a question of, oh man, that book flew off the shelf. There's a poltergeist. No, 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 no. You will know if you have a poltergeist, 1,000%, and all that. That stuff is very interesting to me. Um, you got a lot of books on that kind of stuff, and it's just very interesting. I don't know. It's kind of a subject to not talk about too much because I don't want people getting negative opinions of me or anything. But you gotta know how to handle those type of things. That's all I can say. I've composed myself very well in a lot of those situations of, something's there. You just kind of talk aloud. A lot of people think you're crazy, like, oh man, you're in an abandoned building, you're just talking to yourself. But no, man, there's been times where like something's going on, or like you can just like sense that something's there, and something will happen. You'll start like kind of saying, hey, I'll leave. If you don't want me here, I'll leave. And then you leave, and like you feel like you did the right thing. Like ghosts are weird, man, but you can connect with that kind of stuff, man. I'm telling you. It's like it's spiritual in a way, but it's real. I mean, why is it the ghosts are like the most relevant thing out of everything, like Bigfoot or aliens or whatever? Like paranormal activity is so like proven on so many levels, and science can disprove it. A lot of times science can disprove any kind of ghost encounter, but man, like I said, I love to get my one buddy on who went to the sanitarium with me so many times and lived those experiences with me, and get his point of view, because it's not me just BSing like, oh yeah, this happened. Like I have another person that can vouch that these things happened to us, and we had weird feelings, we heard weird things. We were in the catacombs of a sanitarium where people were bodies were moved back and forth on like stretchers, like the tunnels they used to transport bodies. We were down there, and he put his phone up to a door to look through the window, and it's pitch black, mind you. He's using his phone as a light. Put his phone up to the door, and it just died for no reason. His phone just died. So we were without a light for like 15 seconds or more. I had to like turn my phone off because I was recording, dig in my bag, get out my light, and then we're looking around like, dude, why did your phone just die? Because he put it up to this door, and it just killed the power to his phone. Like, why'd that happen? There was some kind of energy there that did that to his phone. Hey, Derek's in the house, man. We talking about some weird stuff, bro. But yeah, shout out to Jake. Did his first live stream, it was a huge success, and he's really happy about it. So I just kind of had everybody come over from that, and we're still talking. Now we're on the topic of like ghosts and weird stuff. I'm telling my stories. Energy's real, exactly, bro. Thank you. A lot of people would think I'm crazy, but I mean, dude, there's been some weird encounters I've been through. Been a mall, guy died outside. Got killed by electric. Oh yeah, that's happened here too. There was so the sanitarium. It was a tuberculosis sanitarium that was built like 1914 or something, and the biggest part of it was built in '64. So eventually it closed down in 2009. Everybody went up there to vandalize or explore. Well, the cops told us this story when they caught me in there one time. We were driving around the property because they were taking me home, and I'm like, yeah, well, what was in this building? What was in that building? I was kind of getting a little bit of an insight. And he told us a story about like, you guys need to kind of stay out of here because there's dudes that come in here and do drugs, people that come in here and strip copper and wires, and a dude literally was trying to strip the fuse box or something. And I guess the dude literally got like electrocuted, and when it happened, all the lights came back on in the place, and then they went out. Like it was so powerful, like he surged something that killed him, like in that place, and all the lights came back on. I'm like, how creepy that would have been to see like just pitch black for years and years, and then bam, some dude just gets lit up and all the lights surge back on. Like, I don't know if they told us that just to scare us, but the OD thing, I'm sure, like, there's people doing drugs in there all the time. But he was Spider-Man here, Derek. He was going crazy. He had Spider-Man here. What the heck? Down with paranormal? Heck yeah, man. Oh, you're good, Derek. You're good, man. You good. Yeah, just go show him some love tomorrow or something. I'm sure he'll do more. Yeah, Derek, I did save your eBay store. Tempted to snag that drag Civic just to have it for what you put it up there as. It was a good price for sure. But I'll get into it too much and start spending too much money. But so yeah, that place was magical, man. It was the first place I ever really experienced spiritual things like that. Was in a very strange point in my life. And I really wasn't scared of anything. I don't know what it was, but like I said, I would go there at nighttime. You'd have to walk through the woods because that was the only good way to get in there so you don't get caught by the cops. Because there was like two long driveways, three actually, that would go up to the property. It was a 100-acre property. So we would just sneak in through the woods and stuff. There was a couple ways we can get into the woods and go back there. So that was sketchy alone. Man, we'd be walking through the woods at nighttime, like deer running around us and stuff. And then, like I said, we've had some very weird ones. But I'd sit up there at night. I didn't care. I'd just sit up there, man. I'd sit up there and think and talk aloud. And it was like I was talking to people, man. It was one of them feelings where, like, you're talking to somebody and you know they're there listening to you. Like, it was so, like, you felt that. It was very strange. I know it sounds super crazy, but, man, it was It was legit. I go up there and just like hang out and talk and stuff, and like I felt as if I was giving them company because a lot of these people have been dead for 100 years. You know, like I knew the people's names in the cemetery. I knew what number their headstone was and stuff like that. I knew what country they came from, like, and there's 234 people buried in that mini cemetery, two of which have no name. They're unknown. They don't know who they are. So imagine these people probably came from another country, got TB, died. They didn't even know who they were, so they buried them in an unknown grave. Like that stuff compelled me. I'd be up there like, dude, there's children buried here. Like, there's no one here even cutting the grass. Like it's abandoned. Like these people deserve to have somebody at least come and give them respect. I'd bring flowers up there, like little fake ones, just to like put in the grave, and I'd like try to clean up some of the grass and stuff. And there was a big angel statue with all the names on like the square that it sat on top of, and I would take up novena candles and I would light them because they burn forever, like they burn for hours and hours and hours. I would take them up there and set them and light them, and we would stand around and watch them burn. Like we would walk the property, we could see the candles burning from like wherever we were, kind of deal, and the angel would be all lit up in the night and stuff. It was very cool, and I felt very good for doing it. And the last time I tried to go up there, man, some other company bought the property and they put like another rehabilitation thing on there, like a addiction recovery place. So I go up there, I just drive right in. I'm like, screw them, what are they going to do? I drive right up there, go right back to the cemetery, and I'm walking up to it, and somebody comes out of the building, and they're like, hey, this is private property. I'm like, okay, but you don't own the cemetery. And they're like, oh yeah, well that's private property. I'm like, you cannot legally own a cemetery. You don't own that property. It's hollow ground, whatever. And he's like, well, you're gonna have to get a hold of. I said, how can I get a hold of the company then? And he's like, oh, well, you have to get online, do this and that. I'm like, whatever, dude. I got back in my car and left. I'm like, I'm not gonna get arrested from trying to go to a cemetery. But that's BS, man. You don't buy a property with a cemetery on it and then own the cemetery. You don't own that. No. Dude was just trying to run us out of there. I'm like, man, I've been running out of here since I was a teenager, bro. You're cool, whatever. I don't care. But very, very cool place, man. You go on and on all day long about it, man. I got a lot of footage of it too, but it's on a laptop in my mom's house. Let's see here. What was the easiest way to tell the difference of gold and brass? I am actually not too sure, man. Probably the sound, the color. I'd say the color, probably. Still thinking about the drag EG. Yeah, dude. I thought this was strictly diecast. Hey, man. Yeah, we were definitely... What's up, Pac, by the way? We were shouting him out 100% for real. You should go check his channel out. And Jared the Suicide Forest, that place. Yeah, that is genuinely terrifying for sure. Their rate over there is not very good, and that's where they go. Yeah, mental health is very important, man. Yeah, mental health is extremely important. Check in on people, man. I'm telling you, check in, see how people are doing, see if they need to talk about something. I'm always there, man. If anybody ever needs to like just hit up someone and be like, hey, man, this is going on, that's going on. Talk to a doctor if you need to. Mental health is extremely important, and never want to lose somebody, man, because it's life can get rough, man. People can make bad decisions, and you might not even know what you got going on yourself. So it's definitely worth talking about sometimes. But yeah, thanks, Pac. I appreciate you coming through, bro. For real. But yeah, we were talking about like crazy stuff. Like, you got any ghost encounters? You ever seen Bigfoot? Like UFOs, stuff like that. We're getting on to some really cool topics tonight. But yeah, man, that place, that abandoned tuberculosis sanitarium, was where it started for me with like spiritual energy encounters, stuff like that. Very cool. Nova Diecast, man, what is up, bro? I've seen a ghost demon when I was in 8th grade. A ghost or a demon? I know there's a big difference between the two. It can be a malevolent spirit or a neutral spirit. But I would love to hear the story, man. Definitely. It's real life stuff. Yeah, man. So if you're a religious person, I respect that, and I'm happy that that's how you live your life. But a lot of religion cuts off and disputes other things that might go on. Like a lot of religions might say, well, there is no such thing as ghosts or whatever. Like, you go to the afterlife, things like that. But I can tell you right now, from my experiences, there's a lot of stuff out there, man. Like, there is. And again, if you're religious, I'm very happy for you. I bash no religion, because if that's what you do, that's what you do, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody has their own thing they believe in, but man, there's some weird stuff out there. And I've been to church many, many times. I went to, not necessarily church services, but there was a Methodist church that's been in my community for like over 100 years, and we would like be there all night long. Like there was like a church group that we went to, and we would play zombies, which was a form of like hide and seek tag. So we were like hiding in nooks and crannies of this church at night. Never felt creeped out there for some reason. But other people that I've talked to who went there with like our group and everything said they were like really creeped out by that place. I'm like, interesting. So everybody perceives things different. There's different things within us. Like you can be an empath, you can feel other people's pain. I feel that a lot, man. Like I'm really a sucker for people sometimes. Like um, there's been many moments where when I was a kid, dude, if there was a moment in like a movie where like someone got their like bike stolen or something in a movie, and they're like, "Hey, that's my bike," I'd be like so upset. I'd be like, "Dude, that's somebody's thing they care for, and like that got taken." It'd be a movie, and I feel that way. But especially with like real life, like definitely have a lot of empath within me. But it's changed over the years, I guess. But yeah, I still feel that way. But yeah, you can like if you're that type of person, you can feel pain, especially within like spiritual things. You can feel like dread in situations. Like if you go to, um, for example, like that TB place, I felt a lot of loneliness. Like man, like these lost spirits here kind of thing. I know it's really heavy and a lot to take in, but dude, our gut tells us a lot, man. It really does. Demon is not a good thing. I mean, it depends. It depends. A lot of us are taught to think that way, but it's just another spirit. And there can be a negative demon, of course. There can always be a violent demon. Black Angle. At least you kept the ghost some company. They probably that's exactly the way I think of it too, man. It's not like I was up there doing anything stupid, and all this and that. Like edgy kids go up there and draw pentagrams on the wall and stuff. It's like, dude, you don't even know how to do a freaking incantation or ritual or anything. You're just being stupid. I would go up there, like I said, just hang out. I mean, there was literal children that died there, and like one time there was a ball, like a kickball thing, like a foam kickball in the cemetery, and I like threw it up this hill, and it repeatedly would roll back down to me. And that's always like, oh well, it's gravity, it's gonna roll to you. But that one was weird. Like I would throw it up in like places where it wouldn't roll back down, and it always would roll back down to me. And that was like a little kid like rolling it back in my mind. I'm like, that's weird. But again, science can disprove it. It's gravity. It's rolling to you. I can remember what the demon looked like this day. What makes you think it was a demon though? Until this grave well years ago. I've seen both. That's why I said ghost demon. I forgot to add the comment between the two. Hey, no, you're cool, man. I'd love to hear about it though. Oh yeah, yeah. Churches are always like abandoned churches are always creepy because it sucks. It's a place of worship. Why is it abandoned? Gateway to Hell House and Gary, Indiana. Yeah, dude. That place is so desolate as it is. It was so real. They leveled the house years ago. Yeah. Yeah, Gary is it's literally like such a decrepit town. Demon Talk. Yeah, man. It's always interesting though. I have one as well. Just finished your video. Ghosts are once living individuals, whether good or bad. Demons have never lived. Truly the spawn of Satan. I don't know, man. That's yes. There is definitely. I have a book on various gods, guardians, whatever that can be summoned in certain situations. Like there's a watcher, there's a guardian, there's things, and you can command these things if you are to do it correctly. Which I don't particularly partake in it because it's way too much of a risk to try to do in 2022. Um, but these things did happen at one point in time. Just like anything biblical, at one point in time, a lot of that stuff was real and was happening. Um, but as far as that, I would think if you lived a really crappy life and you were a bad person and then you die and you're a spirit, you'd then become like a negative spirit. You're not gonna be like a killer or a thief or even worse or whatever and be Casper whenever you're dead. You know what I'm saying? So like And for any legitimate demon to be on the face of the earth, it would have to be brought here by somebody, and then not, commanded correctly or commanded correctly, depending on what they did. If you just go to like a random cave somewhere and there's a demon in there, I mean, maybe, possibly, for some reason it would be there, but typically there's different things. Like if you know what a Dybbuk box is, that's like a Jewish thing where they trap a negative spirit within a box. That's one way to contain one. Typically, I wouldn't really think it would be just roaming around, um, unless it was uncontained. But I haven't learned enough or practiced enough to know why a demon or a spirit would wander freely. It makes me wonder as to how that would happen. And what would be where would the limits be? Would it float across the ocean to another continent? Like what would stop it? What would contain it into one area? Cue harmonica. Yeah, definitely. Eddie's over there cueing that harmonica. Man, that's cool, bro. See, that stuff's interesting to me, of course. Derek, what about the Stairway to Heaven in Hawaii? Heck yeah. Did you do that? Yeah, Derek, any ghost encounters? In France, people underground, you'll get lost. Oh yeah, the oh man, the catacombs of France, very terrifying. Hundreds of miles of catacombs built with human remains. Yeah, that's very heavy. Sure have, Brian. Let's hear him, Derek. Yeah, bro. Devil's not welcome here. Bad boys too. No, I'm not saying demons don't exist. They truly do exist. I'm just saying they were never a living person. And yep, demons must be conjured. They are products of human mistakes. Yeah, man, for sure. That's something I can think of. I mean, like you can't just be a terrible person in real life and then be a demon when you die or something. I mean, it's like I said, there's different ones. There's a book of each individual one. And that's why if you ever do like an exorcism, you have to call the demon or the spirit out by its name. That's how it works. You got to identify it. There's look at the movie. What the hell is the name of that movie? Um, me and Ren watched. I can't even remember what the name of it is now. The Possession, I think it was called, something like that. A little girl got taken over by um, a Bitsu, I think was the name of the demon, if I remember correctly. It was something like that, and that was the demon that would prey on children and possess children, and they literally had to find out the name of it and learn its name and things like that, and then be able to contain it. It was a very good movie, very very well done for sure. Very creepy as to what would happen in those circumstances. Yeah, exactly. In every religion, there you go. Like many, many gods. Yeah, look at the Native American people. It's God of water, God of light, things like that. That stuff's interesting, man. It's all opinion when it comes to religion. Right, right. Exactly. Exactly, Pack. Find out when we die, we won't. Believe in mediums. If they're legit, I mean, it's tough. I have a good story about that. One time my grandmother went to one, oh my God, I can't even remember how many years ago this would have been. But she was told that she had a guardian angel named Minnie, and Minnie was somebody very significant in her life at some point. I totally forget. I should remember this, but it was somebody that was like super significant in her life in the past or something. And this lady would have had no clue about my grandmother's life or people within her life. So how did she tell her your guardian angel is this person by this name and absolutely nail it on the head of who it was, somebody within her life that she wouldn't have known about ever? How would you have known? So that one was pretty cool. That might have been a legitimate medium, but um, as far as ones that'll come in and sit down and try to talk to a spirit and then like the walls start shaking and stuff, a lot of those have been disproved um, with different things that they were doing in the room and things like that. It depends. I don't know. Um, it depends on how legitimate you are and if you're like doing it for money or whatever, if you know what you're doing kind of deal. I'd love to do stuff like that, like go to one and learn about things, about myself or like palm readings and stuff. I don't know. I find it interesting. Yeah, definitely horror movies about that. Yeah, yeah. Exorcist being the main one. Can anyone agree with this? Whenever you start looking up scary stories and you get into the more and more, you find the most scary ones there. Yeah, been there, done that, bro. I love that stuff. I was walking across the street and you to come and watch it. Dude. I'm not trying to skip over stuff, but I'm reading Derek's comment. And that is 100%. I agree with that, Derek. That is amazing. That's a beautiful story, dude. That happens, dude. That legitimately happens. My mother's grandmother passed. It would have been my great grandmother passed away. My mom was really, really young, and she woke up and like looked like rolled over in bed or something and looked over the hallway, and she said she saw her grandmother walk across the hallway and look in the room and was like, like be quiet, don't wake up or anything. She's like, all right, grandma's here, maybe she's going to the restroom, whatever. She rolls back over. She goes downstairs the next morning, and everybody's crying because grandma passed away. Why was she there that night, walking across the hallway, telling my mom to be quiet? Because she was there visiting, because she had passed away. That one is wild. That one is crazy. I have yet to have any kind of encounter like that with my deceased family. Um, my grandmother always told me she would come back if she could, and she passed away like a month ago now, something like that. My grandfather was 2020, but I see it in a lot of ways of things that remind me of them. If I'm ever using a knife and I go to cut towards myself, I hear him tell me not to do that. Same with like firearm safety, same thing. He always taught me that. Um, his saying was always, if there's like something crappy going on and you're struggling, it's like, grin and bear it. Put a smile on and just bear it. Get through it, kind of thing. So grin and bear it was always his saying. So we'd always get through whatever because of that. But yeah, that is absolutely awesome, Derek. And they can come to you in dreams. They very much so can. Um, Mother Earth, right, yep. I had the same with my cousin of mine, Derek, but it went a dream and he was in county jail, so no way I could have seen him pass by the car looking my direction. Bro, what the heck? 2:02 a.m. hit the bed. Had a great one. Hey, man. Thanks, Eddie. I appreciate you, bro. Sorry for keeping you up, man. Cousin passed. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. He's 21. Way too young, bro. Way too young. And something similar happened with my brother. See, and this just isn't just our thoughts, man. They're too specific. Like there's a lot of cool ones I can talk about like that. Let the pet bugs bite, yeah, man, for sure. I've also had some super negative encounters. Place I worked at, I never saw anything there, but it always felt negative. One day, my inner foreman started burning. Forearm started burning for no reason, and a fat deep scar. Now that is something that can happen for sure. Now that I've heard many encounters of that happening, of something not wanting you to be there. People get scratched, people get, things like that. That will happen. Um, and as far as what kind of spirit that would be, it might just be an irritated middle ground spirit. I mean, it depends. Like if that happened and you had like a certain sigil burnt onto you somehow, I don't know if that would actually happen. Then that would be a little bit different. Then you can identify like, holy crap, that's such and such. But yes, I've heard about that happening many times. Typically, getting out of there is the best thing to do. Now, things can attach themselves to you, which I had struggles with that quite a bit. I had a lot of that happen to me. Not anything negative, but more of like lost things. I had to legitimately sit down and like talk with these spirits in a way of hey, like, because there was a lot of crap going on in my house. Like, I knew it was because I was there and would sit and communicate out loud with these spirits that it came to my house. Like, a lot of stuff would happen at home. We always heard things. We knew there was stuff going on there. And I had to sit down one night and just be like, is there's a way you can kind of talk them into doing things of, you got to look for that light. You got to move on. You can't be here. I know you're trying to be here, but you can't be here. You got to find your light. You got to go on. And it stopped. Like, it legitimately worked, and without any kind of banishing or anything. It was a matter of sitting there and speaking, and it stopped. It did. That was very cool. Like I said, nothing really ever negative. It was just a matter of stuff will attach itself to you. And my grandmother knew a lot about that kind of stuff too. And She said, she's like, you gotta make them move on. Watching too. Yeah, I'll be getting off here in a little bit, guys. It's almost been 2 hours. I gotta eat something and go to bed myself. And that one hit for me because I had something like that similar, except I didn't go to see them, but everyone else did but me. Hey, man, it happens, dude. You can't regret things like that, you know? They wouldn't be upset with you, that's for sure. Developed, it was 3 marks. I worked a desk job and nothing there could have scratched me. The marks stayed for 3 days, and I proceeded to have one of the worst weeks of my life. Yeah, and that's like that stereotypical like scratch kind of thing. Um, very very standard for that kind of stuff to happen. Yeah, creepy, man. Never know. And you can also take that as like a good message of maybe like something else might happen. This is keeping your attention on stuff at that job. Like maybe it's a sign, but obviously that could be perceived as a negative one. Death is not fun. Grandparents are gone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely sucks, man. Yeah, you never know, man. There could be, I don't know what the history is in the building and things like that, but those things happen. They do. I've heard about it. I've seen plenty of encounters that happen. Yeah, that's crazy, Eddie. Jeez, man. Sort of everyone he just passed by in the car he could have. He's been in jail for 2 days. Wow, man. That's awesome, dude. See, that stuff's like makes your eyes water, man. It's like, whoa. Something definitely attached to me that way to happen. I couldn't explain any of it. Car problems, family problems. I had gotten sick. I couldn't get up for work. It was late. Just on and on. Yeah, that's very possible, man. That's very possible. Um, it's crazy. It is, and you can't even control it sometimes. It's not. It has nothing to do with things you do. You could just been in the right place at the right time. You know, for sure. And that's very cool, man. I mean, obviously not cool that it happened, but it's cool to be able to talk about it now. But that's why a lot of people turn to faith or whatever they particularly practice because it makes you feel better. It makes you feel more at ease about stuff like that. But that's what I'm telling you right now. That's why I don't pick up the book, multiple books. That's why I don't do that. Because A, I don't need to. It wouldn't benefit me at all right now. Um, B, I wouldn't be able to achieve it properly. So I don't have any desire to do anything like that. But I have lots of books on that stuff. I love reading it. I think it's very intriguing. It obviously worked at one point in time. Why wouldn't it work now? But it's not something I look forward to doing, so I don't do it. But it's very interesting to read, just like any other religion. It's very interesting to read about. Super light chats tonight, yeah, man. I wonder if my brother is haunting the house he passed in. I always think of that too. If you pass away someone somewhere, are you going to be there? And I think that depends. I haven't been back in my grandparents' house. I've been there since my grandfather passed, but there was nothing. It's not like we set up and waited to hear something or anything. But yeah, both of them have passed away now. I don't see myself going back in there. I probably wouldn't want to. I can already sense right now the feeling would be too negative. It's like, no, this isn't complete. There's something missing here. It was already like that when my grandfather passed. Wasn't positive at all. 3 marks, the marks to be. Yeah, I mean, it depends, man. It depends on how you look at it. Depends. And if you got to think if that was something like that, it would have been tremendously worse. Um, could have been tremendously worse, and most likely would have been. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't studied enough to be able to say this was this or this was that because my word isn't the best anyway. I can just tell you I have a lot of knowledge on that stuff. Um, so it's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell. Definitely very hard to tell. If it was 6, it would have been a little bit different. I mean, that is the number of the beast, Lucifer, which Lucifer was an angel before he was cast out of heaven, that's a cool story to pay attention to as well. Um, very, very interesting. But I don't know. The way I would see it, if you go to like a legitimate like post like satanic worshiping ground or something, like if you go to like an Indian burial ground, the energy's gonna be weird. You know what I mean? If you go to like a summoning location, chances of something actually still actively being there is probably really low, but like the energy is probably not going to be the best, even for somebody who partakes in that. You know, you might go and be like, "Wow, this is too much," or "Wow, I'm not experienced enough to be here," or even if you are, you know, like it's very unpredictable, man. It's you know, it can be unpredictable unless you really know what you're doing. But yeah, if you have an experience like that, you take it the way you take it, and you go from there. You know, I'm not here to dispute it and tell you, oh, it could have been this, could have been that. If you went through something and you felt a way about it, that's how you feel about it, and you should probably go with your gut, man. That's what I always recommend. Books are important to learn about. Exactly. He was in his house for almost 3 months. Man, dude. Sorry to everybody that had a loss, man, for real. We all been there, man. Utah Cemetery, one man gravestone. I did not. Is it on the headstone? Is that what you're saying? Someone carved it there, or was it put there when they passed? Because that's the whole thing. I mean, you can partake in any religion, and you're not a bad person. I mean, like if you use religion for bad things, which any religion could be used for bad things, then it's a bad thing, you know. But I never liked the idea of one religion hating another. A lot of Christians can be that way. Not every one of them, but a lot of them can be like that. Of you know, I saw a guy the other day had a shirt on and said, "My fish is the only fish in the sea," and it was the Christian fish symbol. So you're basically putting on blast that your religion is the only religion. So you know, it's kind of that could be negative. That could be perceived a negative way, which you know, if God forbid I went up and told the dude I'm Jewish or something, you know, he's gonna be like, oh well, you know, this and that. So it's not very common. That's why I don't talk about it, you know. But I do find a lot of interest in a lot of different religions. I've tried to learn a lot about a lot of them, but been more pulled towards the more other stuff like that. I've been back. So Crispy, I was there when they were tearing it down. I would run out and grab bricks and stuff from it, so I can actually physically keep them. Um, but since the last time I was there, when I was trying to visit the cemetery, and they had built a new building on the property, and they ran us out of there. That was the last time. But here's the thing: after they tore the buildings down, dude, it was so tranquil. Okay, reconnecting. Okay, we're good. It was so tranquil. It was like nothing. Like all the energy you could feel in that place was like gone. Like the woods had no feeling. The grounds where the buildings were had no feeling. It's like anything that was trapped within the walls of that place had been like released whenever they tore it down. It was crazy, bro. But yeah, shout out to everybody that sat and talked about cool stuff like this with me. Hopefully, didn't give you any kind of negative opinions or anything. You know, I'm just a dude. I'm just here to talk about cars and cryptids, whatever. I like weird stuff too. So you know, I assure you, I'm not some scary dude or anything. We can talk about whatever, man. Like I said, I'm one of the nicest people ever, man. I will vouch for that because I try to be as cool as I can. You know, like there's a lot of negative people I encounter, and you got to stay positive, man. You got to, but yeah, heck yeah, they're cool, man. That's what we're all here for, basically. But hey, see, we can share personal stories like that too, and it means a lot. You know, a lot of people um, don't feel weird. You know, if you ever like have experiences like we were discussing, you think no, that couldn't have been possible. This just proves that. Man, if you saw somebody like that or you had a dream like that, don't think, no, I'm just going crazy or oh, I was just thinking about him so much. Like, look at all these examples we just heard today. I mean, you see someone in a dream or you see someone in person and then you find out their past. It's not like you found out and then you dreamt that. Then you can say, oh, well, it's because I heard the bad news. No, no, no. Things happen like that before. Yeah, I got those bricks, man. They sit at my mom's house. Yeah, I got them bricks. You know the most scariest thing ever? Yeah, my phone's dying. That's the next scary thing. We have 4%, but we're going to go for a few more minutes. Hopefully I didn't run Derek out or anybody else, man. I don't want to ever give a negative, I want people to get a negative opinion of me, man. You and I send you a package, Brian. Yeah, what happened to Mr. Horror? Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, that was really weird. I bet you it was just my stream came up and recommended the dude popped in and said something creepy and popped out. I'm sure that's what it was. I bet. I bet that's what it was. It was nothing creepy. But yeah, guys, don't get any negative opinion. It's just I have a vast knowledge on these kind of things, and it's really cool. It's just any knowledge is knowledge. It's not useless knowledge. You could know how freaking Pepsi started, or how you know the automobile was invented, or the light bulb, or whatever. Like how um, Scientology was invented. Things like that. Like Amazing World of Gumball. Yeah, dude, that show was annoying, but I did watch that one. But I appreciate being able to talk about anything with you guys. I mean, look, this turned out this was something just shouting out Jake, and then we got into cryptids and ghosts. Like, dude, we can talk about anything on this channel. I don't care. Let's give me one. Found two THs, M2 Chase, 20%. Oh man, and the Black Liberty Box. Oh, the Chase one, dude. You got some good stuff, Nova. Heck yeah, that's a good little haul. Darwin or Gumball when they scream. Oh man. But yeah, that's the best message I can give out is if you ever go through something like that and you have a certain feeling from it, listen to that feeling, You might not know what's going on, but if you felt like, wow, that was bad, like that didn't give me a good gut feeling, then go from there, Because 9 times out of 10 or more, that's going to tell you how it really was. I mean, so I've been there, done that. And, don't ever feel weird to seek out, like, advice. Like, go talk to a priest or something, and you can go and talk about stuff like that. What are they going to do? Kick you out? You can go talk about it. Seek out a medium. Whatever. Like you can find different people that would give you insight on it and get different opinions. Like you're going to get different opinions, of course, the different people you go to. But people that know about spirits, people that know about energy, things like that, you'd be able to get a good. Even people will be able to give you a little bit of closure too. They can tell you, like, yes, that was your family member. Like they were coming to say goodbye to you. They were giving you a good feeling of seeing you again before they moved on. Weird things happen, man. Happens in a weird way. Darwin is my favorite. All within 2 days. Heck yeah, bro. Must be my son's favorite cartoon. That's awesome, man. Henry Ford is a guy who made American cars. Right. Yeah, Darwin screaming always has me rolling. Reminds me of Static. Hey, it's hilarious, bro. We want to start calling him Darwin now. Oh my goodness. No, really, I did not know that. But we probably gonna get out of here, man. I think Catfish is telling me, man, go get some food, bro. Get ready for bed. Gotta charge that phone. I gotta work at like 1:00, so what is it, 2:30 in the morning? Jeez, man. We have to cherish that while we can because Brian is getting much older and his voice is changing. Oh man, that's terrible. Let the man grow up. Dude, we're gonna look back on this years later. We're gonna be like, man, I remember when you were like 15, bro. Oh, it's awesome. But seriously, shout out to everybody. Thank you for having this cool conversation with me. We can talk about literally anything on this channel, and I really do appreciate that. Hopefully nothing was said that, irritated anybody or anything. Like I said, I'm a very neutral individual. I love knowledge on anything and everything, basically. We can talk about World War II history. We can talk about Civil War history, which my grandfather was the geek on that. He could tell you anything. I like a lot of World War II stuff primarily. But we can talk about cars, obviously we can talk about music. I like everything. So that's why my channel is different, man. You too, Eddie. You too, bro. Part 2, the Red EK9 Derek. He's gonna start getting here in funny places thinking about girls. Oh my god. He's not 12, man. He's not 12. 16 now, I drive it. Hey, that's what's up, Chris. You see, it's already been a year, man. Jeez. But shout out to you guys. You guys rock. Go show Jake and Strictly Diecast some love. Don't forget about that. That's what we were here for. We got into some cool conversations. So thank you guys. Rewatch the stream, and if you see that doll back there move at any point, yeah, I don't know. I'm joking. At least you're not 16 and pregnant. Oh my god, Eddie, you on a roll, bro. Oh man. All right, someone else fill in for Chris and go live. I'll be doing custom needs some live. Yeah, do it, bro. For real, do it. Somebody continue on. Crispy, is it too late out there? Profile pic is my car. Heck yeah, bro. All right, guys, I'm gonna dip out. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's always been fun. Great conversation tonight, guys. What to carry it on next time. I'm gonna have to make a little poll and have people vote. Like, will the next live stream be about more ghosts? Will it be about cars? Will it be about music? Will it be about global warming? I don't know. Let's make a little poll and see what people think. Oh hell no, I'm not trying to have a kid. See you, Jared. 11:23. Yeah, it might be too late, but I'll be looking till I pass out. All right, guys. Thanks each and every one of you for being here. I appreciate it, man. And stay safe out there. Appreciate life every day, every second you get with family. As Eddie says, you call on somebody that you love and tell them you love them. Never know, man. Later, guys. Someone go live. You do it, Eddie.